Hello, hello. Kiri Honey here, relationship coach for moms. Welcome to today's training. We are talking about empowering your marriage, the 5 reasons it's vital to prioritize yourself. All right, this is going to be a goodie, so let's just get right into it. Okay, the first reason, your self-care, your well-being, these are paramount, particularly as a mother who is probably constantly giving everything she's got to her kids and anyone else in her life other than herself. Okay, so we've all heard this before. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? Well, this is true not only to show up as your best self for your kids, but also to show up as your best self for your partner. So, taking care of your own physical, emotional, mental health, crucial. It will help you better manage stress, maintain a positive mindset, be more available to your kids and your partner. You can see how, just in what I've said there, if you're showing up as your best self, you will have the tools, you will have the confidence to confront challenges much better. If you are constantly empty, you have not taken the time to refill that cup of yours, you are going to be more aggravated, angry, frustrated, annoyed. You will probably not be showing up as your best self inside your family, with your partner, with your kids, et cetera, et cetera. You are probably getting angry a lot. You're probably having lots of fights. Okay, so this not only is beneficial in so many ways, but it also sets a positive example for your partner and your kids. Because chances are, when your kids are older and they are struggling in their own relationships and with their own kids, you will want them to prioritize themselves. So you better darn well start doing it yourself. Okay? The next reason to prioritize yourself is for your own personal growth. Before you became a mom, before you became a partner, what were you doing for your own sanity, your own path to success? Did you go to university? Were you working hard at achieving your goals inside of a job? These are all things that you've been pursuing for yourself. Chances are you haven't really been considering those things as a mother, as a partner. You've been worrying about everyone else. But it is time to prioritize yourself, pursuing your interests, pursuing your hobbies, pursuing your goals. This helps you have a greater sense of individuality, a sense of purpose beyond that of mother, wife, partner. So this will enrich your own daily lives, but also enrich your interactions with friends, with your partner, learning more things so you can implement new things, so that you can have interesting conversations. These are all really positive reasons as to why you need to start prioritizing yourself. Okay, it will also improve your communication and your ability to set boundaries. When your cup is full, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. When your cup is full, you will then help you have more confidence to have challenging conversations, which helps your communication. and your ability to stand up for your boundaries. Because if your cup is empty, you won't have that confidence. You will be feeling shy, nervous, like what you want isn't worth asking for, if it's not practical. There are so many reasons. Okay. So making yourself a priority means setting boundaries, communicating your needs, communicating your desires. But of course, before you can communicate you have to know what they are. You have to know what you want. So that is where, if you are watching this as an Academy member, you will have the worksheets to help you figure out what it is that this looks like. And once you know what it is, then you can start asking for it. So it encourages healthy communication, because you have to be able to communicate what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And if you don't know what that is, it's pretty tricky to communicate what you want. It encourages openness and honesty, which are fundamental in a healthy relationship. And when you are feeling from a place where your cup is full, you will be able to ask for these things without the guilt, without feeling resentful, because you will be able to recognize how much it has changed your just ability to show up, because you want to show up as your best self for your kids, for your partner, for everybody, most importantly for yourself. And that will allow you to have more balance in your life. Prioritizing yourself, keeping your cup full, you are able to then show up better and balance your life. The fourth reason why you need to start prioritizing yourself is to avoid codependency. I've talked a bit, you may or may not have heard me talk about when things were really bad in my relationship. I talked about needing my husband more than wanting my husband. This was because I was relying on him to fill a void that I was not filling myself. So I encourage you to not be in this place. Prioritize yourself. Making yourself happy prevents you from becoming over-reliant on another person, which means you can avoid that disappointment when they don't show up the way that you expect, or the way that you assume, or the way that you might show up for them. You need to be doing this for yourself. You need to be filling your own emotional cup. A sense of self, being independent, being able to find joy your own ways, find happiness yourself, is so, so, so important. Your partner's job is to encourage, to add value to your life, to add to your happiness, but not to make you happy. That is nobody's job but yourself, okay? And by being able to prioritize yourself here, it increases your confidence, your self-worth, your ability to be happy and fulfilled without needing to worry about anybody else. It means that if the shit hits the fan, so to speak, you have the tools, you have the confidence within yourself to be able to handle it, to be able to deal with it, and also in certain circumstances where you might normally shatter into 1,000 pieces. You will be able to not take things quite so personally. Other people's actions quite so personally. All right. And number 5, reason why you need to prioritize yourself is to allow you to enter into your relationship with a more equal partnership. When both partners prioritize their own needs and obviously communicate those needs. So again, that comes back to knowing what those needs are to start with. You and able to grow independently. It just creates that foundation for equality and mutual respect. Being able to understand that wanting to do and needing to do things on your own have nothing to do with your partner, nothing to do with how you want to show up for or in your relationship, but that you need to be able to do stuff for yourself and encouraging your partner to do that as well. Because if you need to encourage each other to have your own things outside of your relationship, it creates a much, much healthier partnership when you are both able to do your own things and not feel resentful, not feel like you can't do your own thing because the other person is expecting something else of you. Okay? So that comes down to you need to have a balance, obviously, between prioritizing yourself and spending time working on your relationship and being in your family. So I'm not talking about go on a month-long escape from everything so you can focus on yourself. I'm talking about integrating self-care into your daily routine. And let's talk about that, because I bet you're saying, okay, Kiri, I get it. I need to prioritize myself. But how the F do I do that when I have no time? No time. I hear you. Okay, this is where you need to look at your schedule. You need to get brutally honest with yourself and how you are spending your time. Because chances are you have got more time than you think. And you need to look at where you are spending that. How much time are you spending working on things that are important to you? How much time do you spend on things that align with your values, that align with your goals, align with your vision for your life? And how much time are you just spending maybe avoiding challenges, escaping your reality, and hiding? And I looked at some stats as I prepared for this presentation. Did you know the average woman spends 2 hours and 47 minutes per day on her phone? I know I'm guilty of this, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm better than everybody here, because I am not. Part of this is being aware. and setting some boundaries and working on that self-care so that you don't feel like you constantly need to escape to your phone and scroll social media. Another thing that you might be doing to hide or escape: the average person, this is not female specific. I tried getting female specific, but it gave me person. Average person spends 3 hours a day watching TV. I know I like to escape into numerous shows, but my watching TV has dropped hugely. And I don't really miss it. But that said, I do love my certain shows, but I only watch very minimal, which is why it's taken so long to get through certain shows. But why are you spending so much time watching TV? Why are you spending so much time scrolling on your phone when you could be doing other things that align more with what you want for your life, your goals, your values? So that is what I encourage you to do. Chances are you can't find an hour block of time to do something for yourself. And especially if it's like, well, what should I do for myself? That is where the worksheets inside the Academy will come in handy, because they will help you figure out what you should spend more time on. If you're not sure what that is, and it's not easy for you to do, then how are you going to prioritize it? But you can find 15 minutes. You can find 15 minutes in your day, I guarantee it, to prioritize yourself. Do something just for you, nobody else. And if you need support to figure out what that is, I encourage you to jump in on the Academy, because that is where we talk a lot more about the specifics on how to do this and provide you with the worksheets. Okay? So that's it. That is my challenge for you today. Those are the 5 reasons it's vital to prioritize yourself, to have a better marriage, to be more empowered inside your marriage. I hope you found this helpful, and I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about your relationship or how you can be better supported, anything like that, I would love to hear from you, because I might feature it in another one of these calls. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.